All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. A little late. My bad. But we are back. How's everybody doing? Hope you're all doing well. Under 5 minutes late. Hope you guys forgive me. I don't know. My alarm didn't go off in time, and then I had to get ready and everything, and yeah, a little late. But apologies. But One Piece is back. We are back on track, reacting to another chapter as always. It's gonna go down like normal. It is unforgivable. I haven't been late in a minute. Like, I've been pretty on time for the last couple of streams. hope everybody's doing well. New chapter finally out after 2 weeks. Hasn't been much content on the channel recently because it was a break week, and I'll be honest with you guys, it's been, I don't know, it's like mentally it's been hard for me to make content. I've been preparing for a move as well. So it's been like any chance I have like a little break, I've been just kind of taking. So sorry for the lack of consistency on the content and everything, but I will be doing my best to keep bringing you guys content every week. But every time there's a new chapter, we are out here. So One Piece chapter 1029 is out this week. And yeah, I'm excited to see what's going down. No, haven't been spoiled or anything on it. Wano has been really good recently, so I'm excited to see what this chapter is going to be all about. Any theories we'll discuss about the chapter and everything after I've read it, but for the time being, let's just pull this bad boy up and get it going. Oh. TCB's site is still broken, it looks like. It's weird. Hold on, there we go. Alright. Let me start the recording. So that's going. Cool. Oh, on a wrong screen. There we go. Now we got the chat up and everything. Now we're good. Cool. Okay, One Piece chapter 1029 is titled The Tower. We got Jewelry Bonnie on the cover page eating some food with some sea otters. Soba. I actually don't think I had soba when I went to Japan. I guess one of my regrets there. I had udon, I had a lot of ramen. But yeah, next time I go to Japan, I definitely need to have some soba. But yeah, she's having a good time. It looks like you got all those bowls stacked in the back. I think there's like a challenge or something like that where you could like see just how much soba or ramen you could eat. But yeah, there's Jewelry Bonnie. I'm wondering what she's up to in the actual story. I have no idea right now. Who knows after all the crazy stuff with the Reverie. But let's get into the chapter here. Okay, so we're following up with the Sanji stuff. Something is up with Sanji. Right after he just tanked the sword hit from Queen. He shattered Queen Sama. Okay, my dog's very excited. Very excited about Sanji, it looks like. Alright, but anyways. Hold on. Let me make sure he's good. Alright, I think he's good now. He shattered Queen Sama's sword. What a wild start to this live stream. How? I could have sworn the blade was going for his throat. Did it really? Damn, he tanked it with his neck? I thought it was like his jaw. It looks like his jaw. But that would have been that's crazy if he just tanked it with his neck. Was it armament hockey? But that wouldn't explain it. That wasn't hockey, was it? Queen's like being all smug about it. I remember Judge mentioning something before about making humans more durable with an accelerating healing factor and an enhanced physical strength, all topped off with hearts of ice. Oh no, poor look at Sanji. Oh, I feel so bad. Look at his reaction. Hold on. Chopper's reacting here. Way to go, Sanji, my boy. You broke a sword with your bare neck. No, I don't want to be like them. Those unfeeling No, Sanji, you're fine. Just the fact that you're experiencing this alone. God damn. Okay, no, I don't want your Xbox Game Pass. Jeez. I don't want to be like them. like those he's fine. I don't think he's gonna actually lose his emotions, but he's freaking out obviously because he really doesn't want to be like his siblings. Hey, where do you think you're going? He's running away now. What's happening to me? Muhahaha, I need to figure out what caused this. Let me think for a bit. What about the rest of the people on the live floor though? If this keeps up, Sanji, what's wrong? Am I going to lose my emotions? I think you're fine, bro. I think you're okay. It's Straw Hat. He's muttering to himself. He's wide open. Shoot. Isn't he black like Sanji? Fill him with lead. Just get shot up in the back of the dome. Yeah, hell yeah. Got him. Oh, uh-oh. That hurt, you bastard. See, you're feeling anger. You're still fine. What happened? Okay, everybody's just getting their ass beat over there. Uh-oh. Muhaha, get back here and put on your raid suit. Show me what Germa Science could do. Okay, now we're going to the second floor. Okay, Big Mom versus Kid and Law. Let's see what Kid and Law are actually capable of. I just need to see them do something. Obviously, they're not gonna win here, but let's just see if they could do something. Hey, don't look too good. Mama, what's the matter? You got a mind grade, Kid? Oh yeah, Kid got stabbed. Get him, Hera, Napoleon, Eustacia. Yes, Mama. Damn, he's down bad. Did he take more damage? Throb, damn it. That sucks, bro. Before he even got a chance to do anything against Big Mom, he's already getting stabbed. He's already down bad. God damn. What the hell? Stop being dead weight. Shambles. Who did he teleport on? Counter Shock. Oh, okay. So he's just attacking Big Mom. Damn, right in the face. Counter Shock in the face? Okay, I see you, Law. Mama. How dare you hurt Mama? Damn. Okay, Law takes a hit. Stolen fire. Mama. Yeah, Big Mom is fine. Uh-oh. Damn. Is that a straight attack on Kid? Mama raid. Oh, it meant to sound like marmalade. Okay, that's a rough one. It looks like Kid just got straight up slashed and just took that hit. Uh-oh. It looks like he's fine though. Okay, Kid. Is he about to show something? Big Mom a little confused. She's looking hella proud of herself. Pant. This is no freaking headache. What's going on? Finally, I finally got an opportunity to take down an emperor. If I die like this, my life as a pyro would be a joke. Can you imagine if he dies like this? That would be an absolute joke. Mama, this is a pitiful Kid. You look like you'll keel over on your own at this point. Damn it. Third floor, Killer versus Hawkins. Stop it. Fa. What's going on here? Knock it off already, Hawkins. Please, fa. You think you actually ate a smile fruit? I was about to say, is there a plot twist? I read it wrong. I thought he actually didn't eat a smile devil fruit. To think you actually ate a smile fruit. You really had the worst luck, Killer. And he's smiling about it. Yeah, Hawkins is an asshole. Like, I had some hope that he may be like switching sides and maybe there was more to his story, but it's very clear Hawkins is a bitch and he's an asshole, and I don't care about his character anyway. He's on Apu level now. He's fully on Apu level now. Fa, I'm begging you to stop. Oh, poor Hawkins. How is he gonna turn this around? Why can't we help finish him, Killer-san? He keeps bashing his skull on that pillar. Is he nuts? Yeah, why is he doing that? He's hurting Kid anyways. Fa, just shut up and do what you're told. But you're not fighting either. What's going on? We can't take this anymore. The fire's almost here. We need to, Orochi's fire. The fire Orochi set up is already, is coming near them. Release Kid. You can have my life if that's what it takes. Listen, that's what I'm telling you guys, bro. Is this the Killer dying? Is that actually happening here? That bastard is apparently facing Big Mom now. I bet he sees this as his chance to finally supplant an emperor. He sure dreams big. Give us the backstory, Killer. Why does he dream so big? Tell us. Stop getting in his way. You can always cut me down with those sights if you're sick of me. I still don't mind if you don't. I still don't mind if you surrender. I'll even put in a good word with Kaido for you. Your side has no chance of winning this battle. You already know that's the truth, don't you? He's not gonna give in. He's not gonna switch sides. Hawkins, listen. Just because you're a bitch does not mean Killer's a bitch. The reason their dominion overseas has lasted for so long is obvious to anyone who has laid eyes on them. They cannot be beaten. Look at the fear in his face. Listen, Hawkins, there's some supernova just built different, okay? They're not gonna switch sides. I see. Through your wailing, you regret it. The path you choose. Okay. Is there a little regret? What's he gone through in the past 2 years? We fought through the impossible odds you foresaw. And we're still here while you pissed yourself. Damn! Okay, Hawkins, I see you. I'll accept. Oh, this is a little flashback. I'll accept you into the fold if you submit. We'll see who made the right decision when this is over. Well, I don't want to have any regrets either, so I'm gonna give this another shot. Oh, is he getting back up? It's all or nothing now. I've just thought of a couple questions for you. What happens if you take damage that has nowhere else to go? What does that mean? I don't get it. What are you talking about? You should understand my powers by now. As long as I have this straw doll in me, any damage I take goes to Kid. Oh snap! The arm! The arm, he doesn't have that arm. Oh, yo, that's a big brain move right there. I did not think of that at all. That's a big brain move. What? Oh my god, look at the fear. I've never seen so much emotion out of Hawkins. I'm loving this. Look at he's showing fear and pain. Yeah, fuck Hawkins, bro. He deserves all of this. The Annihilation card. You're already living on borrowed time. I'm going to finish you heads on. Kill, kill, kill. Wow, you cut off my arm. But the damage you should have. Kid doesn't have a left. Oh, look at that fear in his eyes, bro. Question 2. If I remove this doll. Oh, damn, did he get it? How many lives do you have? Huff, huff. Congratulations, that was the last one. Damn it, this isn't what I predicted. Strawman's card, death, upright. Okay, so he removed the arm and he got the straw out. That's a dumbass mistake. Why would you put the straw in an arm that Kid didn't have? Pretty lucky guess too, I guess. Yeah, he killed the straw man. Okay, so now we're getting the other attack is coming. The straw man can't die. Its fate is determined by the cards and it will be revived. Show me the results of this battle. The tower. What's the tower? Sonic Blade. Okay, he gets cut up. I see you, Killer. Okay. Killer gets the W here, it looks like. Hold on, the panels confused the hell out of me. Okay, so the page going to page. Yeah, I read one of the pages too early. That's why I was all out of order there. Yeah, the split there wasn't a space between one of the pages, and that confused the hell out of me. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna just go back for a second here. So Killer cuts off Hawkins' arm. Hawkins is freaking out. Then he's screaming in pain. Says Kid doesn't have a left arm. Says question 2, if I remove this saw, how many lives do you have? Congratulations, that was my last one. Damn it, this isn't what I predicted. Strawman's card, death upright, and then the attack comes in. It's the Annihilation card. Okay, you're living on borrowed time. I'm going to finish you head on. Kill, kill. Okay, and then attack comes to Killer, but then Killer cuts right through it, clawing guillotine. He killed the straw man, but then Hawkins says the straw man can't die. Its fate is determined by the cards and will be revived. And then he pulls the tower card, and then Killer just goes Sonic Blade and bodies Hawkins. And everybody is shocked. Hawkins gets bodied. You did it, Killer-san. Thud. The tower card signifies great change. What? You're no longer under the weather, kid. An upheaval of the established order. Its hidden meaning indicates the opening of a new path. Yeah, never felt better. Go for it, partner. Okay, alright. So we're getting some setup here now. The Zoro fight is set up, the Sanji fight is set up, and now this the Kid and Law versus Big Mom fight is properly set up, and Killer has got his W. Alright, I'm interested to see. This was a solid showing from Killer with his big brain attack. But it looks like the path is opening up. We still don't know who that 1% is that's supposed to die. Only one color spread this chapter. But another solid chapter. I think it's a nice string of solid chapters that we got in the past few chapters. But for me, this was a good solid chapter. Almost damn good even, maybe. I'll give the final verdict in my chapter review. My initial feeling is a nice solid chapter, I think. All right, but let's talk about the chapter a little bit before we hop into Discord. Kid Bashers eat grass next week. Hey, he tanked that. The hit that Kid just straight up took. Unless I'm reading this wrong. Did he dodge it? I actually don't see him on the floor there. I can't tell if he actually dodged that attack or not. Law is down for the count too. Yeah, I think this might have been a damn good chapter. Now that I'm thinking about it, compared to the last couple of ones, because we actually got some serious action in this one. We getting some Kid debate once again in the in the chat. It seems like my thing has always been we need that backstory. I was hoping we get a little more here with Killer really showing his commitment and dedication to Kid. Their relationship as a partner, why Kid is so ambitious. That's what we need, bro. It's gonna be dope if we get to see Kid do a little more in terms of fighting. But I need the Kid backstory and explanation on why he has that ambition. Was this chapter kind of short? Whenever there's like a full fighting chapter, I feel like it goes by pretty quickly. Because then there's like full panels being taken up of just attacks, right? Like we have this guillotine thing, and then Hawkins' arm getting cut off, and that's all just double page spreads. So those chapters tend to go a little quicker. But yeah, that confused the hell out of me because they kind of combined two pages there. Hawkins has taken another L, changed his name to Lawkins. Yeah, Hawkins has now become a character that's not very interesting to me. I thought he had some potential because we don't really know anything about the guy. And he's a pretty unique person in that he only follows the odds. So I was a little curious why he became a pirate in the first place, but I don't think we're getting that, and I don't really care about it anymore at this point. It looks like he's just somebody that's given up. But yes, we got Sanji versus Queen, Zoro versus King, Kid and Law versus Big Mom, but of course the fight everybody's been hyping up and waiting for the past 3 chapters is Raizo versus Fukurokuju. That's the fight we're really waiting for here. When's the new chapter? New chapter's already out, man. You just look it up on Google, and you'll be able to find it. Oh, Drake versus Apu too. That's a good point. We still have to see that, and then I expect Drake to follow up with the CP0 probably at some point. What's the meaning behind the Tower card? The Tower card signifies a changing of signifies great change. Essentially, this is an upheaval of the established order, opening of a new path. It means like the tides are changing. It's like essentially what I'm getting. Lord's theory just got shattered. What Lord's theory? Killer dying? That was my theory for a long time too. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen at this point, but I don't know. I think ever since after he got the fight with Hawkins, I didn't think it was gonna happen with Hawkins. I always thought it was gonna happen maybe eventually with like Big Mom or something like that. I thought those two were gonna fight Big Mom together, and Big Mom was gonna be the one to do it. Once that Hawkins fight got set up, I knew it was gonna happen to Hawkins. He couldn't have gone out against Hawkins. That would have been just a bad look. Oh no, I didn't think. Oh, okay, so Morge said he was gonna kill Hawkins was gonna kill Killer. Nah, that I didn't think it was gonna happen. I did think Killer dying was a good theory overall. That was something I thought for a long time, because if he were supposed to die, I just want the Kid backstory one way or another. Some way to really push Kid into the foreground and get his story along with Killer's story. One thing I've been emphasizing for a while is we still don't know what Killer's face looks like. You know, why is he bandaged up? That's a story in itself. We need answers there still. Basically, Big Mom, Kaido will be defeated here, and then Supernovas will take over the new era. I don't think the Supernova in general, I think, has drastically shifted here. The only ones that are really in the forefront still are Kid, Law, and Luffy. The rest of them have kind of given up or are on to doing something else. Rogue is the only one we don't really know anything about. But Bonnie is really focused on the world government. Her crew is not even with her anymore. X-Drake, we know, is a Marine. Apu, Capone, Hawkins, all of them have kind of given up their ambition and either, you know, went on to the other side, or just gone off and do their own thing. Like Capone is just celebrating having a family at this point. Thoughts on Sanji running away now? Slash proof, bulletproof. Yeah, Sanji's got those powers right now. I think he's definitely going to take some time to figure things out. But I don't think he's lost his emotions like he's freaking out about. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think he'll eventually, come to terms with it. And, I don't know if he needs a speech from somebody, but he has to come to terms with it somehow and then, go back and just really show what he's capable of. Luffy kills Kaido? I don't think Luffy kills. Luffy defeats Kaido, I agree with that. Wano will not reach Marineford level until epic death or depressing. Listen, the thing is like, we're expecting too much out of it. Now that we have the precedent of Marineford and everything that comes before it, we're just gonna expect too much from Wano that even when things happen, we're not gonna appreciate it for what it is. The Scabbers could all be dead, and I think they would have been impactful death if Wano was like one of the first arcs that we read. But because we had the precedent of Oda not killing off characters and, stuff like that, we're just a little unsure. So I think let's evaluate when the story actually ends, and we can evaluate the arc as a whole and what Oda really did with the story there. Right now, just try not to speculate who's gonna die and we need a death and put these expectations on, or else you're just gonna be disappointed. Enjoy the story for what it is, and then once the arc is over, reread it as a whole and just evaluate it then. I feel like that's the only fair way to do it. Marineford 3, Admiral 7, Warlords, White. I mean, yeah, that was a massive war. This time around, we only have so far one Yonko crew. I mean, we have a lot of big players involved still. Let's think about it here. Luffy is technically officially a Yonko, right? So he got one Yonko plus two more that he's going up against. And then Marco is here as well. And then we have, of course, an entire Yonko crew with the not Blackbeard Pirates, with Kaido's crew. Who knows what the Big Mom Pirates are doing? We're still going to get the world government involved somehow. I think Wano still has a lot more at stake as it continues to build. Marineford was a lot, for sure. Don't get me wrong. But we have to see who else shows up to Wano. Do I really love One Piece? I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't. Hello, hi. Hello, King. Sorry I'm late. Listen, I was a little late too, so don't worry about it. Wano's more high. Oh, do you? Hold on. Hold on, I read both of those. I hope we'll see the Straw Hats fight CP0 or Robin. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I think Brooke might be doing some of that because he's the one that really hasn't fought properly yet. Luffy defeating Kaido doesn't end there. Yeah, absolutely not. I don't think Law and Kid are gonna properly win this fight against Big Mom. Of course, we got the CP0 still. Orochi's still up to something. Marines might show up. Who knows if other people... I'm not completely, giving up on... not completely giving up on other people showing up like the Grand Fleet and like Shanks and Blackbeard if we want to go crazy with it. But more likely, we still have the other Big Mom pirates that still have to come back. What do I rate this chapter? I'm feeling between a solid and a damn good. I'll give my final verdict when I do the chapter review on Sunday. Striden's gonna surpass Roger? Absolutely. Momo will fight Kaido? Nah, he just has to worry about the island. That's the only thing he has to worry about right now. Yeah, I mean, Marineford is... Yeah, that's the other thing. Marineford, Whitebeard's backstory and his character overall was just so well written. I think that so many people respected Whitebeard, and even Akainu as a villain fit in so well. We still have yet to gotten the story aspect for that as Wano 2, where we haven't gotten the Kaido backstory, which I still think is going to go down as one of the best ones. Demonics, what's good, bro? Finally managed to join one of the live reactions. Glad to have you here, man. Grand Fleet is gonna be important in the final war. Yeah, they're gonna be important when Luffy needs their help. Big Mom versus Marines. I don't think so. I think Big Mom would probably get what she wants and leave if she's not defeated. How's my break week? It was good. I took some time, just to take some time off and readjust a little bit. I've been planning a move for those of you that have been following up with me. Planning a move to Connecticut where my girlfriend is. So I've been kind of traveling back and forth a little bit to kind of scout some places. That process is probably going to be a little longer for the next couple of months. Hopefully before the end of the year, I'll moved into a new place. And then when that's finally happened, I'll be finally settled down and with no distractions and no excuses or anything, to be honest. But yeah, also, I'm like over a year into this, doing like 2-3 videos at the very least on every single week on One Piece. I feel like I'm getting to a point where I need to slow things down a little bit and, find some other ways to do content to not just burn myself out. Yeah, because mostly for the past year and a half, it's just been content. I've been just doing content on things I want to talk about. And there's a lot of things to talk about in One Piece for sure, but it's not always stuff I want to talk about. Like, I don't necessarily want to do a video on like just giving you guys information from the wiki or something like that, because that's just like me reiterating stuff, and that's just not a lot of fun in my opinion. At the end of the day, I want to make content that, is stuff I want to talk about and stuff I have fun doing. There's definitely content I could be doing that provides value to people and entertainment. But for me, it's just tough to do those types of videos, because at that point, I'm just kind of just doing it just to do it. And that's not what I want to be doing. Episode 1000 hype. Yeah, I've heard a lot of hype surrounding episode 1000 for sure. Vegapunk next week is it next chapter? Is it 10:30? I know Uteron was saying something about the numbers meaning scientists or something. Maybe it has something to do with Judge, because he said it was like 10:30, right? Or 10:31, if I remember correctly. I would probably think that has more to do with Judge. I don't see Vegapunk all of a sudden showing up next chapter. That would be kind of wild. I think he shows up eventually in Wano. But I don't think it'll happen in the next couple of chapters. Zakir, appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'm so grateful for everybody it shocks me that I'm still able to take breaks and you guys just care about my opinion on things, and 150 people show up every week to watch me react to the chapter, even though I don't have like the craziest reactions or anything. It's unbelievable to me that people just watch me. Thank you guys. Uteron theory about 1031, and what was his theory about 1127? Did it come true? What up, Gio? How you doing, man? Still gonna do a reaction when One Piece ends? Listen, that's a long time away. I'm gonna keep doing One Piece as long as it keeps coming out every week. I know that much. Even if I get burnt out on the content, I still love the story. So as long as something hype happens, like, I'm gonna keep talking about it. Kid up next for sure. I'm excited to find out more about the Kid backstory, and I'm not sure if he's gonna get next chapter, because we've been kind of hopping around everywhere now. We're going Zoro, Sanji, then we got Killer really this chapter, but set up the Kid stuff. Who knows? Maybe next chapter we jump to Raizo versus Fukurokuju. Vegapunk might show up. Yeah, I've been saying Vegapunk shows up in Wano for sure. But I don't think he necessarily shows up in the next 2 chapters. That's a little crazy in my opinion. Kern Sanji defeat Doflamingo. We'll save that when we finally do when it becomes top 30 season, okay? It's starting to warm into top 30 season, but we're not quite there yet at top 30 season, all right? Once we get a top 30 season, we'll get into more of those discussions. Raizo versus Fukurokuju, we gotta get through it at some point. The one everybody's kind of forgotten about is Drake versus Apu too. Bino, what's good, bro? How deep? We're at 30 minutes deep. I might open up the Discord stage. We'll talk a little bit. Let me see here. Alright. Where is Denjiro? Oh, true. Hopefully he can solve the Orochi problem. Alright, I'm gonna open up the stage on the Discord. Type an exclamation mark Discord in chat to use the command to pull up the Discord invite if you haven't joined yet. But for now, the stage has been opened up and you guys can pull up. Make sure you raise your hands, and that way I could drag you from the audience onto the stage and we could talk a little bit about the chapter. $11.27. Killer is so badass. Chapter, can't wait for the next one. Yeah, he did. Killer did his thing, man. Killer did his thing. I always speak less. I try to, balance things out. I can't speak for like an hour and a half, so it's a nice way to kind of balance things out a little bit. Because I pretty much give my thoughts in the first 30 minutes, and then I just answer questions for the next 30 minutes on a regular live stream. This way, other people can offer some more thoughts. I can try to bounce off of that as much as I can, but... can I put that One Piece manga on my live? Nah, I get copyrighted, so I can't do that, unfortunately. Teddy, what's good, bro?
Hey, how you been, dog?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Man, I'm starved for content, bro. Where you been at?
It's
Yeah.
break. Listen, it was a break week. I was in a lull trying to get this move done, so I was like, you know what? Let me sit back for a little bit. But hey, One Piece back. I'm back.
Hey, absolutely, man. Absolutely appreciate you, man. So how you feel about the chapter overall,
I
man?
think this was one of the better chapters in the last couple of weeks because we got some actual action this chapter. It's been kind of
Yeah.
setups for the past couple of chapters, but this week we actually got some action going down. I'm excited to see what kids are actually able to do next week or in the next couple of weeks.
I
And
honestly,
yeah,
yeah, no, I agree. I hope he does something big because the way Oda set it up this chapter, it's like Killer went out of his way to put in all this work. And speaking of Killer, shout out to that man because
yeah, shout out, big
like
brain moves.
big brains. You see the thing, right? It's like whenever Oda does those things, like those really clever moves. Oh, I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't even think about the arm thing.
Yeah, I didn't either. So when Killer like set it up, he's like, "What happens to damage that can't go anywhere?" I'm like, "What?
Yeah, I'm like,
What you talking about?"
yeah, where?
And then he cut that arm. I'm like,
Oh, that's smart. And then he got the straw
"Oh,
too out of it. Oh man,
yeah."
that's a
That
bad move by Hawkins though. Put the straw man in the arm that
but
kid didn't have.
I wonder if he put the straw man in that, or if he's just like if he takes damage like that, the straw man just comes
Oh,
out.
true. Maybe that's the way it works. Yeah, we don't know too much
Yeah.
about his powers and how it.
His abilities are so weird, man.
Yeah, because it's kind of coupled with the tarot cards and stuff.
Yeah, no, for real. But yeah, no, I really appreciate that. So now I'm expecting Kid, and every time I have my reservations about Kid because I'm like, I want him to do big things, but then he doesn't. So like
Yeah.
this is a beautiful setup. So I hope we see something, you know?
What do we think actually happens here, though? Because I don't think he wins. I think he'll finally show out a little bit. I want the backstory. I want to know more about Kid and what he's all about and what really drives him
Like
and
what?
stuff.
Yeah, what motivates him to do what he
Yeah.
does. I agree. I feel like we do kind of need to see that. Uh, I don't expect him to, you know, beat Big Mom or anything. I do want him though to make a lasting impression.
Yeah, I think that's what everybody just needs. Just like one good hit at least. To,
Like I
to
want I want him to show out in a way that Big Mom is like,
have some
okay,
respect. Yeah,
exactly. Like she thinks, okay, this kid is gonna be a problem if we let him get carried away because he did his thing out here. So
for sure. By the way, all
yeah,
those people in the audience, if you guys want to come up to stage, you got to request to speak by raising your hand, and then I'll accept it, and then you have to accept it. Chin said, "Oh, you got a question for you, Teddy. Thoughts on Sanji?"
oh, bruh. Man, people, the streets already know how I feel about Sanji, man. He's my home dog, but like the way Oda treats him sometimes, I'm conflicted, man. I'm conflicted. Like this chapter, for example, I wasn't sure how to feel, man, because I'm like, okay, he's unlocking all these powers and everything. Right now is the last time. It's like the worst possible time to have an existential crisis. Like
Mm-hmm.
you need like we need you to be putting in work. We don't have time for
He's
this,
gonna
you
be.
know.
He's gonna be. He's kind of just freaking out a little bit here, which I think is
Yeah,
understandable.
yeah. See, that's the thing. That's why I was saying. Like, I feel like it makes sense because all these changes happening to him out of nowhere in the middle of battle. Like, that probably take you by surprise. So I
Mm-hmm.
understand where it's coming from, but at the same time, I'm thinking, okay, let's put in work now. Let's worry about this later. Okay, we need to deal with this Queen, dude, because Queen is a problem in more
For
ways than
sure.
one. Like, we need to handle him, and
Yeah,
it
if he's
seems
not
like
there, people are gonna
yeah,
get messed up real quick.
exactly, dude is crazy with the chemical weapons and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
get this man handled, and then we can think about what's next after that.
for sure.
Um, but yeah, I just felt weird about it. But if you ask me personally, man, I hold on to pre-time skip Sanji with all my heart because he didn't have any of the extra buffs and like that was like one of the biggest appeals of his character to me is the fact that in a sea of people that use swords that have devil fruits and all that stuff that use weapons and shit He was the only one who was just by himself,
True.
nothing but feet, just
Yeah.
doing his thing and his fighting style. Yeah. So like that, I'm like, I hate that we're getting away from this. And the way I'm looking at the story right now, it seems like that's just the way it's going to be till the end of the story. And I just don't know, man. Like a raid suit.
We're
Think
gonna have
about
to
this,
see
man.
how it complements it, though. Like how he hasn't really used a raid suit, at least in a manga, alongside his own attacks too much. He's mostly
is
used
true.
it as just like a gimmick to either escape or take Momonosuke and stuff. He hasn't really used it and was like, I'm gonna fight.
Like a battle sense.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. Here's my thing. One of the reasons why we think of Shanks' crew as so cool is because they feel like real pirates, right?
True.
No gimmicks, straight hands or guns or swords or whatever, right? Just true piracy at its finest. And then you're gonna have a dude that's using freaking like a Super Sentai suit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand like the Straw Hat crew, they're different, right?
Yeah.
Like you got Chopper and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it's like even with Usopp, right? I feel like he's using tools or whatever. With Frankie, is his intellect and his creativity that creates all these weapons.
This one, it's like it's almost given to him.
It's just handed to him.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I struggle with that so much. And like, at least if you had some like if you kind of did something to earn it, I would understand it. And I don't want to start this conversation because I know people will be like, no, but you don't understand. He won his siblings' hearts and everything, and they wanted to give him. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, don't bring that shit to me, bro. That's why. I'm sorry. Like, if you have to twist people's arms and try and interpret the story in a certain type of way to make it fit a certain narrative, there's a problem there. If you ask me personally, I'm like, it shouldn't be that complicated. It's just like we look at a situation. Okay, it is what it is. It's like every time something happened with Sanji, like I hate to rehash this shit, but I'm just gonna mention it real quick. Like with the Black Maria.
A lot of people try to tie narrative to just like basic understanding of what's actually happening, and
they're like, oh yeah, it's a beautiful moment for Sanji and everything. I'm like, when Luffy has a cool moment, we don't twist our arms around thinking about, oh yeah, maybe not. Same with Zoro. Why is it that with Sanji it's got to be that complicated? And then they try to justify it with like storytelling. I'm like, please take that shit and leave the room. I don't need that. Okay, like just give me cool moments like we used to get for Sanji regularly 3 times a day.
For sure.
I'm sorry I went off on that.
You could. I'm still gonna wait out and see how Sanji is using this raid suit, because I fully agree. If he say wins this battle against Queen, and it's literally just him using the raid suit, and you can pretty clearly tell it was mostly because of the raid suit that he won, I think I wouldn't really love that at all. Because then we haven't seen him grow in any way, essentially. But I do think there's still potential for him to really figure these powers out and make it his own and just kind of incorporate it in his own way. And then I still want to see more from his hockey as well. Because one thing I've always said about Queen is, although Sanji's hockey specialization is observation, that's not really going to matter that much in this fight. Because Queen, the one thing that's been emphasized about him is that this dude's a tank. He's a brick wall. So he's gonna need to
some premium armament haki to deal with him. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too, because the way Oda is setting it up, he's almost making it seem like Sanji's now gonna need to get better armament, and I don't like it. Like every time we see, like in the story, they've been referring to the exoskeleton. They're like, oh wow, this thing, like this technique that Queen used was able to do in some amazing armor hacking masters. But it didn't do Sanji in because what? The exoskeleton. The sword, it broke. But that wasn't armor haki. Like what? So I feel like Oda is like dropping hits here and there that, oh, you know what? He just might not need that advanced armament. He just needs basic. I don't know.
We want to see. We definitely want to see Sanji with his basics and just his own abilities really be showcased a little more. I think they're probably just more emphasizing the raid suit and the Germa stuff now because it's just coming together now. But I do hope there's a good balance of it. Bino, thank you for joining the King Pirates Elite Plus. Appreciate you, buddy. Let's get to some questions here. How do we think Zoro lost his eye? Will we flashback?
Yo,
Yeah,
Zach,
I think. Yo, what's up?
real quick, there's mad people in the audience. Like, I don't know if they tried to join in or like, you guys don't know how to join in.
Yeah. You guys request. You gotta wave your hands. Wave your hands, and then I gotta accept it on my end, and then you gotta accept it on your end, and then you guys could come in.
Yeah,
talk and
y'all should
chat.
see like a like a hand icon because I see them. I'm like,
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there
Jay
we
Diddy.
go. There we go.
Here's my guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we
and then
go.
I just accepted it, and then you gotta accept it on your end.
yeah. It should be a green thing that you have to press. Like,
There
Hello.
we go.
Hey,
Yo,
perfect.
what's good,
bro.
guys? I know it's been
Yeah.
a while. I only
Yeah.
got probably 10 minutes because I got Gamma my boss. That's all I gotta say.
All good. Jay Diddy, while you're here though, I gotta ask you about Eustace Kid, because your journey with Eustace Kid has been one of my favorite
Yo.
roller coasters that I've ever witnessed. So
Yo.
what are your thoughts? What's happening when we're finally about to see Kid versus Big Mom? What are your expectations?
Okay, so first, when they showed up that scene and I saw Kid on the floor with Big Mom being like a champion, I was like, oh my god, Eustace Kid, what the hell happened? And then when we saw what happened with Hawkins and stuff, I like there was a relief
Mm-hmm.
in my voice. I was like, thank God. Thank the Lord. I was happy then. But my hope for Kid, I still, even though it's been gimmer, this reawakening my hopes for Kid. I hope that he shows off against Big Mom and he proves why hopefully by the end of the series he will eventually become a top tier.
There's a lot of hope in there. There's a lot of hope. I'm hearing a lot of hopefully.
That's like my hope though. Like I just hope for that because again, the way I always saw Kid as being portrayed, I always saw Kid to be Luffy's rival. Now I know people always bring in that Luffy's rival is Blackbeard, but I kind of view Luffy's rival with Blackbeard as a different type of rivalry compared to Luffy and Kid.
I feel that. Yeah.
Because I feel like the way I kind of view Luffy and Kid in terms of rivalry is that if we take it back to Sabaody, they both have high bounties, really high bounties. Both their vice captains are also part of the same supernovas.
That was emphasized for sure.
And then when we get to the time skip again, both of the bounties was higher. And those two are the only ones that went to fight against the Yonko and they refused to work under the Yonko. Well, besides Law, but Law... Yeah, Law's like, okay. but that's my thought. So I just hope that Kid, because really, we already know that Big Mom has advanced Conqueror's Haki. Because I feel like for Kid in his way, the only way that he can do damage right now to Big Mom, from right now, I'm not even talking about his Devil Fruit, is he needs to have some kind of advanced Haki. I feel like advanced Conqueror's Haki is probably his best bet, because we know he has Conqueror's Haki.
True.
So that's my thoughts.
I don't know what to expect out of him at this point because he's shown so little, but at the same time you mentioned it's not like the hype surrounding Kid is just made out of a thin air. Like he had a higher bounty than Luffy. Like Oda has dropped all of these little parallels with him and Luffy to kind of really build up that rivalry, but at the same time he just hasn't shown it. I mean, this is his chance. I think it could go one way or another. I think he will gain the respect of Big Mom somehow. I'd be shocked if he wins though. But yeah, as far as like advanced Haki, I'm not gonna say it's impossible because I think with the fights across the board, we've seen a lot of things that we just haven't expected. Like I didn't think Robin was gonna bust out a double form like that. I didn't think like Frankie was gonna win his fight so easily. So things are escalating to like at a degree where it's like beyond our expectations. So Kid could showcase like a lot off, especially because we haven't seen that much from him. But yeah, I he's just such a weird case because like early on, I really did think he was gonna be like the guy that goes against Luffy and really challenges him. But you know, as time has just gone on, and he just kept taking on L's and didn't really do anything. It's just been hard to keep that hope. And I
say this.
Yeah.
if Kid does not show off by the end of Wano to show that he should be in that vibe with Luffy, Kid, my hope for Kid is done.
Yeah, I think at that point you're probably like, okay.
I would say like top 5 disappointment. Eustace, Captain Kid is number 1.
That's the other part. That's why I'm also wondering the backstory, right? We don't know why he has that ambition, right? I want to know why, because like Luffy, we know his story, like him being motivated by Shanks to go and be a pirate, and he wants to be as great of a pirate as Shanks and return the Straw Hat and find the One Piece, and that's been his dream this whole time. We don't know why Kid has such high ambitions of wanting to become the Pirate King and make a name for himself. And there's kind of like that dynamic with Killer and them having such a strong relationship, and Killer's face being all bandaged. There's definitely a backstory there that could really elevate things, I think, to another level.
Like right now, they already showed that Kid and Killer has really good chemistry with each other, and in this chapter, you already see the loyalty that Killer has.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just that they need that backstory. But also another thing I do want to point out with the Kid Pirates. The Kid Pirates. I know that they're not the main.
Wire? You're still holding on for Heat and Wire?
I still remember. I don't remember which chapter, but like I think when Sanji was captured, and then he pretty much called out to Robin to save him, and then Heat and Wire were like, "How pathetic!" I'm like, "Shut the hell up, you two bimbos! Shut up! What are you smoking here? Get out here!"
Oh man.
But like I said, I feel like if they just had it where like there's just one arc just about the Kid Pirates, just one.
An entire arc? I don't think we'll get that. No.
I know. But again, like
maybe you get a novel on it. You get a side spin-off on it.
Yeah, again, but what can you do? Like I don't know what the hell Oga's gonna be doing. But the thing is that like I feel like the reason why Law was also well done in terms of characters because of like he was with Luffy and company for like a while. And I do not, even at the end of this arc, I don't see Kid being with Luffy and company for a while. So that's just the way I see it.
I feel you. Yeah, well, I think we just have to wait and see with Kid and what he's able to do there. When we get to the couple things in chat here, somebody asked about Zoro losing his eye. Something happened during the time skip. I don't know if it was just an injury. That was my take for a long time. But then we got the Ryuma thing. So maybe it actually like heightens his powers somehow. But I think we'll probably get the answer to it in this arc soon as well. But I don't really have a good guess. Do you have a take? Anybody have a take on Zoro's eye?
Yeah, anyone want to answer? Go ahead.
You know what? Like we've gone so long without seeing that eye open. I'm like, the only theory that I've heard about it, I was like, okay, you know what? There's some credence to it. Is the whole observation haki thing.
Yeah.
That maybe when he opens the eye, he gets a little boost in observation.
Maybe. Who knows? That could be. But could be interesting.
It could be interesting. But my issue is that because he's faced off against both Big Mom. And
it probably should open.
Yeah. But there are not going to be that many more people that you can face off. You're just going to do that.
I feel you.
So, at this point, I'm like, maybe it's just a design choice by Oda. He didn't really, like, there was nothing deep to it. Like, he saw, he's like, you know what? Rayleigh has a scar on his left eye. Let's give that to Zoro as well.
Yeah, and it could just easily be like a simple scar and just like a parallel thing. Chin, you said Marco the Theorist said Kid has links to Frankie. What's the explanation behind that? Magneto is super cool. Yeah, Kid's Devil Fruit powers definitely have a lot of different potential too. Like there's so many different things you could do with it, but so far he's just been like a scrap collector. So like I definitely want to. Yeah, that's what he's been doing. He's been collecting. One thing I've always said is like put him in like a room with nothing. What does the Devil Fruit do? It has to have more abilities.
King of Lightning said this a very long time ago. Like he was like, Kid's abilities are lame because if he doesn't have access to
exactly, he's just been collecting scraps so far. Like I want to see that ability be used in other ways, whether he has to awaken it to do that. Or what, but like there's potential with like messing with a magnetic field or blood if you want to get real crazy with it. But like it's got to be more than just collecting collecting weapons. Because like if you're in a 1v1 on like Punk Hazard, what are you doing? Like,
Sure, like say Kid fights against Kizo.
Yeah,
I was just
like-
never fucking gonna help him if there's no metal anywhere.
yeah, plus like you're making these big things. How fast can you really attack with it? Like the power we've seen is okay, pretty impressive. It's like nothing crazy so far. So like, but like power is pretty impressive. But besides that, there's got to be more than just making different. He's just like making toys almost.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like his ability is just so one note. You know, it seems
Yeah.
like there's only
It's got to be
one
more,
thing to
especially
do
with
with
how
it.
creative Oda is with everything. Like, there's got to be more to it. I think he's just
But-
waiting.
But you know what?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Go on.
Okay. I just want just one thing. So I just want to go back to the whole Zoa Eye thing.
Yeah.
So Jake, he mentioned the guy I know. He mentioned that it would be like a funny thing where like if Zoe in the past was he was just how like Mihawk said that you can't drink booze until you master hockey.
Mm-hmm.
And then like what if like Zoe just snuck in and then drank booze and like Mihawk was like, you drank the booze and you
Just
haven't
caught him
mastered
up.
hockey?
That was, I mean, that was my take for a while too. It could have been just like a simple battle wound that he just never explained, and it's like a gag for Oda, because I could see him going that route as well.
You know what? I think I don't even think Mihawk gave him that scar.
Like he just
I
like
think-
like did it on accident one day, like
I'm about to say it was
practicing.
probably one of the lamest ways possible that
Yeah.
he got it, and that's why he doesn't want to talk about it. He's like,
True. That's a good explanation. I like that. He's embarrassed.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I just like one of those baboons got me good one day.
Yeah, like you know what happened? You know what happened? One time he was in the kitchen. He was like, I'm gonna fix me some food. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Sanji and the only one who's nice.
You
with it.
realize how difficult it was to actually fix up some food.
And then he somehow accident because Zoro always gets lost. So
Yeah,
who's
true.
to say he got lost with the knife and she just cut his eye. So Yeah.
All right, so we got Marco says the design of Kid drawn by Oda is definitely closer to Frankie's child drawn as well. Interesting, huh? Yeah, I don't know. That those are like those theories are always tough to connect because you have like one small link to another, but then it doesn't. You need more to like get me more excited because like it's like what does that lead to though? You know, Frankie and Kid having a connection. Like how does that impact the story? That element, that I guess that's the
Also-
missing element there.
Also, kind of getting back to the whole Kid's gel food will not work if he doesn't have any mega with him. If what that guy said about being related to Frankie, what if this is way off the mark? But what if Kid is actually like Pork Cyborg?
Kid part cyborg.
No, but like think about it, combine that with this power, then maybe he could be like, repel to make himself go faster and just like. You know,
Maybe, I mean,
something
that
like
could be a way to power himself up, I guess. But right now, I don't think he's cyborg. Yeah.
Yeah, it was way off. But
I like what your head's at, though.
I just always wonder if Kid is supposed to be so important to the story that Oga was saying. You better show. Actually, one of the most disappointing things with the Kid Pirates, though, in one arc, right when we found out the whole situation that happened with Killer, and right when he said he's gonna go save his crew and then don't join alliances, the next time we see that, we go straight to the battle. I feel like he could have spent like 5 to 10 chapters on rescuing each of the guys.
That's a
Getting
little
some
too long.
character.
I don't think we need 10 chapters of rescuing
I'm
Kid
just giving an example. But you get my point. Like there should be like some kind of like. I mean, he could always do it, but like we could get a flashback on it. But, like,
I just don't
doubt it
think
at this
the
point.
rest of the Kid Pirates are going to be very important, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That's
I
like a
get- you're
spin-off
probably like
thing
that.
that you.
Yeah, I know. No, because I'm just always wondering because I feel like by the end of the series or something, whenever it may be, I feel like the Straw Hat Pirates and the Kid Pirates are going to clash at some point. I feel.
I don't know, like there's been one of the topics I have for a video idea is like the idea of the next Yonko, right? And and who's gonna step up and fill the void if the Yonko system is still in place even. And one thing that thinking about that topic has got me thinking, it's just like, even if Kid shows out, right? Like Kid and Law are really the only two other Supernova left, besides obviously like Blackbeard, that are still even kind of keeping up with Luffy to some capacity, or at least have like the ambition to. The rest of them are off like doing their own thing, or like giving up on it at this point. Even if those two like gets a lot stronger and like are able to become like some of the strongest pirates, their influence is just like nowhere near enough in terms of where Luffy is at. Like their crews, like the crews that are underneath them have showcased nothing. And like, even if they're ridiculously strong, as far as the rest of their, like the power of their crew goes, it's just like nowhere near to compete with the Straw Hats and where they're at, in my opinion. So I don't know like how they're gonna, if they're gonna be able to keep up in the future, or like they're just not meant to be anywhere near the Straw Hats level.
You know what's yeah, I feel like the thing with the Straw Hats, right? The top 3, maybe even the top, depending on if Yamato joins or not, top 5, right? They're crazy because you got Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei, Yamato, you know, hypothetically.
Yeah.
Then the rest, I feel like the rest of Kid's crew can handle the rest of. Frankie and
Robin have shown out a lot. Like defeating Toby Roppo members are I'm not sure if Heat and Wire and Beppo are like clapping up Sasaki and Black Maria.
Yeah. You know what? When you put in so many terms, I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta see what you're saying. And then Nami has to cheat with Zeus now.
Yeah. Like if we're talking like Chopper, Usopp. I mean, even Chopper did his thing. Yeah.
Man. Chopper hurts me because he got so much potential and he doesn't capitalize on it. It's like the Funk Brothers. Like you remember back in the Coliseum?
Oh yeah,
the one
yeah.
that was like really big and shiny, and the other one is like the jacket. Yeah, I feel like Chopper is like that big dude. He's like he's got mad power, reserves, but he doesn't do anything because he just doesn't have the mindset for it.
Yeah. He needs to put it all together. I think he's definitely still in the kind of just figuring it out mode.
From a combat capability, I look at Chopper pre-time skip. I'm like, damn. Then I look at post-time skip.
He was a menace. He was a menace pre-time skip.
Because
he wasn't himself is the thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Like when I saw him do that silly dance in Fishman Island, I knew he was over.
It was a wrap. I'm still holding out for Awakening being like a new badass form, and that's like because Chopper needs a one-on-one. When the Blackbeard Pirates come, I think every Straw Hat will get a chance to shine.
You know what he needs? He just needs to OD on Rumble Balls.
That's one way to do it, I guess. We're gonna leave off with this last topic here. Somebody mentioned Usopp still needs to show out, and this has been a pretty interesting thing for me to think about because I'm so excited for his arc in Elbaf, and I think that's gonna be so big for him. But as far as what he's showcasing in Wano, I think initially I was thinking, oh man, I haven't really felt, it's interesting because I haven't really felt disappointed with what Usopp has showcased despite the fact that he hasn't done anything because I know we have Elbaf to look forward to. But when I sit back and actually think about what Usopp has done in this arc, it's been pretty bad. Like
it's been pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, like even like the most basic thing I think we would have said going into Wano, like nobody was gonna say Usopp was going to shine in Wano. Like, maybe he has one big goofy moment like he always does just because he's Usopp, but nobody was going to say, like, he was going to have, like, a great moment in Wano because it was going to be focused on a lot of other things. But I think most of people, at the very least, wanted to see him do more with his observation haki, which we haven't seen at all. And then as far as his matchup goes, he just couldn't do anything against Page One, which I think if you actually think about it, is pretty wild because the Pop Greens, that was his main thing coming out of the time skip. And now already it's completely useless against the weakest Toby Roppo member. So if he's already peaked in terms of just attack damage, no matter how much you could do with your observation haki, what's his ability gonna be going forward as more tough opponents come by? So I don't know if he's really gonna be doing anything in Wano, or whether or not this is really like a very low point for him before he really has to kind of figure himself out and shine in Elbaf.
You know, the thing with Usopp, right? I feel like he reminds me a little bit of Ross. You know, the shopping place,
Ross, where?
the store where you go
Okay.
buy clothes and all that stuff.
Okay,
Yeah, because
gotcha.
it's like it's super random at times that we get gems from him, but most of it is fairly underwhelming because he's always busy running away, right?
It's a
But-
moments. He's a moments guy with the character development.
Exactly, and I feel like in most arcs that he's had any form of presence, he always shows out. Like if you think back, even as far back as Alabasta, even though his moment was unique to just his fight against Miss was it Merry Christmas and all that, right? It was amazing
Memorable.
as a
As ever, yeah.
very memorable. Like that was a great characterization moment for him. Kind of know what he's about and all that stuff. Even in Dressrosa, an arc that people always bash on for being too long and having a lot of unnecessary plot lines, he awakened his observation.
Exactly.
If nothing, I feel like one of the big expectations for him in Wano was that he was going to showcase a more, fleshed out application of that. Like he was able to show that, okay, you know what, he's familiar with it.
Yeah, some
He
understanding
knows
of
how to
it,
use
right?
it.
Yeah.
Like he's aware of it, and so I've just been really underwhelmed. And the one moment in the arc that made me upset about that even more is the fact that Zoro learned how to cut fire off screen. But I'm like, so then Usopp could have learned to better
Yeah,
his
it's been a
observation.
long time because Whole Cake
Well,
Island happened in between there too. Like it's been a long time.
Exactly. It's been a minute. So I'm like, what? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
So do you think he's gonna showcase like a big moment in Wano? Because he, as you said, he's like the scene stealer. He like has his one moment, but it's like a very memorable moment. Even back in like Arlong Park, I was hyped that he was able to beat the Fishman. But I'm not sure if he's gonna get that in Wano here because I don't know what else he could really do. I know Chin just pointed out that Usopp does always beat up little girls. That's like his thing.
Oh my
Right.
Opponent wise, that he does do that, but he
But
always
he got no little girl to beat up on, so he can't do anything this arc. Wow.
yeah.
that's crazy.
I don't know because he did take out the Mary. I guess that was his one moment so far, but like I don't think that was an Usopp level moment as far as compared to everything else. So I
feel
don't know
like-
if yeah.
I feel like I think I'm pretty sure I heard people mention this, but like like how like the world government, like the Marines and those cats are coming to Wano. Like I think people are saying maybe Usopp might do something there, but I don't know what he would do.
Yeah, right. Like I can't even imagine what's gonna
think
happen in the
it's
first
on there,
place.
like-
So yeah.
Like I feel like also if they're sending people, if they're going to a territory, granted yes, there's two Yonkos who are probably weakened, but still two Yonkos. I can't imagine them not sending an Admiral there. It doesn't make any sense to me. So
Unless it's like Vegapunk and the SSG. That's like the way I guess you can
just
showcase
to
the
show
power.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to show off why you got rid of the warlords if they're
Mhm.
that confident with the SSG. But
Yeah.
by the way, I just had to end this out because corporate nonsense is bothering me. So I'm gonna be heading out though. But thanks so much for your time. And for those of you who are listening, you better give this man 50K within a month. I'm calling it right now. Thank you.
Appreciate
Have
you,
a
bud.
good day, guys.
Appreciate
Both
bud.
of you guys.
Later, man.
Yeah, appreciate
Yep.
you, man. Be easy.
All right, but yeah, I think I'm about wrap things up here as well because we're an hour deep. I wanted to end on that Usopp note. Any final thoughts? Anything?
Oh man, I mean, I'm just waiting to see the Oda deliver on the kid hype.
For sure. for
Hopefully, Sanji gets his thoughts together and handles Queen.
sure. Yeah, I think as we wrap up these fights, these next probably 4 to 5 chapters, and then it'll lead to the finale of Luffy versus Kaido. So I think, yeah, we're heading towards a climax one way or another, whether it's the first climax or it's about to fail or something. But
Oh yeah, and one more thing, I was just about to say regarding that, right?
yeah,
As much as I don't believe the raid is going to fail, I'm holding out hope that it just might, just out of love for Morge, man. He's so passionate about that feeling.
I saw
Just-
you made
just do it for
a new one. His final call.
Yeah, he made the
That's-
final one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
haven't
like
peeped that
his
yet, but
points, man. yeah. So yeah, shout out to Morge.
Shout out Morge for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. Thank you guys. Chapter review on Sunday. One Piece is back. Your boy is back. More content will be coming soon, I promise. But yeah, thank you guys for joining the stream. I will catch you guys next time. Let me pull up OBS. Peace.